Every one of these bushings in this 650 little side by side is shot. No rubber left at all. Let's replace it. Check out how worn these things are. There is no rubber at all. So this should be fairly simple. There's a bolt on each side. We'll do the top one, then we'll do the bottom one. We'll run this all the way around. So, about to take out this bolt. We'll take this bolt out, drop this arm. We'll replace both bushings, throw it back in. We'll do the same thing for the bottom on this side, and then top and bottom on the other side. We'll get a little test, and then we're gonna go play in a little bit of rain that we got out here. Okay, maybe I should have known already. Every bushing in this thing is gone. So these are unbolted. As I was taking this up, I realized I don't have enough to do those. But I got some ideas on how to get around it. For now, at least till we order the right thing. So let me throw all the bushings that I have on, and then I'll show you the ideas that I got. It's not going to be perfect, but it'll be fine. Alright, so the top bushings went on perfectly fine. The bottom ones, I tell you, jacking it up from the frame is the way to go. I tried jacking up from the AR and moving it around. I struggled. Jacked it up from the frame, perfectly fine. But then, I just noticed that something, I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but something just wasn't 100% right. Take the tires off, see what we got. Alright, so it looks to me like just this upper and lower bushing, and this is gone too. Every rubber / plastic bushing on here is just gone. I don't know if they just come factory junk or what, but we'll fix it. Okay, so if it works, is it really a dumb idea? Maybe. These zip ties are the perfect, and I mean tight fit. So we're going to cut them the length, cinch that bottom one down, put it on the list, order new. This is temporary. And then we're going to move the other side. Alright, the final results of the zip tie bushing. Should take out some slack, so I guess we'll find out when we go back to replace it how well it held up. All right, so see how this is nice and straight? Ignore the front tire, steer's turn. Let's come over here. It is definitely angled to the right. And you just kick it around. So that side's also going to be just as bad. We're going to do the same exact thing over there. Do the bushings on the A-arms. Throw them 100% grade A bushings on the outside, not cut zip ties and throw it in there. And then we're going to have to run through that carburetor. I think that squirter is not working because you can rev it up, just that you get that bog in the very beginning. So I think it's got a bad squirter in it, maybe gummed up. And then I have a distributor, plugs and wires on the way. We fix all that. The very next thing is throwing a turbo on this thing. So let's do this. I'm gonna finish this one up. Hopefully them plugs and wires will be in soon. We'll throw them on, clean that carburetor out. Make sure this thing test drives, and then we'll go over the plans for that turbo. I'm telling you, this thing's fun already. It's gonna be a blast. And I know I'm having fun with it, and I know the family loves it. It's just a great time. All right, I got more work to do. There seems to be a reoccurring theme here. Okay, so zip ties, nice and tight. Zip ties. See, zip ties. Like I said, it's not gonna last forever, but it'll get us by until the new ones come in. And now that I know how easy it is, that all you have to do is jack up the frame, everything else is so much easier. Jack the frame off, take the tires off, and then everything else. So the other side, like 4 hours. I was aggravated. This side, 20 minutes. So let me finish it up. I'll show you how much tighter it is. And then we'll move it on to rebuilding that carburetor. Way better. Okay. Alright, so we installed those bushings for the A-arm from Big Country Creates. I'll put a link to his page in the description. It's the only place that I can find that has these bushings. So I actually have to order more. I didn't realize that the A-arm to hub bushings were gone as well. He also has those. The only place that I can find them. So I actually linked both of those in the description so you can find them. For now, all I did was keep that shaft in the middle and took up some clearance with some thick zip ties. I'll throw a picture up if I can find it. It worked out really well. I mean, it's way tighter than it was. So the only thing that's even a little bit loose is that hub to the A-arm. The actual bushings that I got from him, they're tight. So I went ahead and did the thick zip ties to the front as well. Just cut them up, shove them in there at length just to take up some more room. When you take this thing in the dirt, you can't really tell. When you're driving down the street, the back end's all over the place. So we went ahead and blew that carburetor apart, put it back together, didn't find any problems with it, which kind of sucks because now I'm not really sure where the issue is. That squirter seems to be working fine, everything seems to be okay. We're going to top off this radiator, take this thing out on the street and see how much better it is. Alright, I took the carburetor apart, rebuilt the carburetor, nothing wrong with it. It wasn't dirty at all, looked brand new, clean. Put it all back together, I tried it again. When I flip the throttle, it dies. If I slowly give it throttle, It'll rev up. So, like I said, we got plugs and wires coming. We'll check that. Carburetor's coming. We'll check that. Getting it warmed up right now. We're going to change the oil. So, that's all heated up. Whew. All right. Now it's all heated up. We can change the oil in it. And see, the first time we did it, if I can find the clip, looks like that. So this time around, we'll see if I fix the problem with that whole crankcase setup. So the crankcase setup in this thing would not let it drain the water out. Basically, there's only one port here. All the crankcase vent would come up into here, build up full of water. You shut it off, and the water would drain back into the motor. So I explained it in that video, but that's a quick how-to on what was going on with it. Ow, it's hot. And it's getting everywhere. Alright, so no water. This is going to run everywhere. This is going to get everywhere. Because I found this rebuild kit in stock. Rebuilding. Well, I can get this thing almost sideways before it starts to pour. Rebuilding. Rebuilt. All right. Cool, now we got a fresh engine in this thing. Let's put some good oil in it. Alright, so a while back I picked up these things. Crocodile cloth, original. Whites. I use them for everything. So I just picked up the oil jug and went to shake it and the cap came off. My fault for not paying attention, but it is what it is. I use this for everything. Cleaning my jeez. From cleaning my tools off to wiping my hands down to sometimes detailing, even though you probably shouldn't detail some things with them. But they work great. I haven't had an issue with them. So, if you're interested, Crocodile cloth wipes. They're pretty tough. So now that we rebuilt this thing and we got new rings, let's go ahead and put some nice high quality synthetic oil in it. Half a quart. High quality racing oil. Not the cheapest stuff they had on the shelf, but I have 17 gallons of it. freshly rebuilt. Good to go. Now let's fire it back up. Warm that oil back up, shut it off, check for some leaks. This thing's riding a lot better now out in the streets, not all over the place. Hopefully them plugs and wires, that cap and rotor come in, it's going to fix that problem that we're having when it's bogging down. But I'm super excited. I actually, maybe prematurely, ordered the turbo and the piping and everything to do that. So this thing's going to be even more of a blast. When I get that cap and rotor and plugs and wires installed, I think the best way we're going to test this thing is hook a rope up to the truck and see if it'll do a burnout in the garage. So far, the only thing that's done one in here has been the slow lane Fox body. Let's add another one to the list. All right, guys, until next time, have fun with it.